Hello students, in this video we will discuss about graph data structures. Okay, graph is also a non-linear data structures. Okay, now what is a graph? Graph is defined as a group of vertices and edges. Okay, graph is defined as a group of vertices and edges. It is also a non-linear data structure. Here also the data is arranged in hierarchical format. Okay, so here the data is, the elements or data is represented in the form of nodes. Okay, so those nodes are called vertices. Okay, the connection between these vertices or nodes is called edges. So we define a graph is a nonlinear data structure where it is a group of vertices and the edges are used to connect these vertices. Okay, so we will say a graph can be seen as a cyclic tree. That means where all the nodes in a graph are connected in a cycle form. Okay, that is also represented as a graph. So we will say graph is can also be as a cyclic tree. Okay, see, this is an example of graph. Okay, a graph contains set of nodes and edges. Okay, or vertices. Here A, B, C, D are called nodes or vertices, and this is an edge and connection between two vertices or two nodes A and B. Okay, so a graph is defined, a graph G can be defined as ordered set of vertices and edges. So how do we represent graph? G, V comma E. V means G graph, V is set of vertices and E is set of edges. How we will represent set of vertices? V of G means set of vertices. E of edges of graph G means set of edges. Okay. Example, this is a graph G with set of vertices and edges. This graph G contains 4 vertices A, B, C, D and edges A to B, 1 edge. Okay. B to C, B to D, another edge. A to C, edge. B to C, edge. Okay. Okay. And C to D, edge. Okay, so these are the edges. It has 5 edges. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 edges. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 edges. Okay, this is called a graph. Okay, so a graph can be two types. Either it is a directed graph or a graph can be an undirected graph. So what is an undirected graph? Here in undirected graph, the edges are not associated with directions. Okay, here in the undirected graph, it doesn't show any type of directions with edges. Okay, edges doesn't show any type of direction. Okay, so this is an example of undirected graph. So here in this example, A and B, C are vertices where this is an edge E1, E2 and edge. Okay. Now it is not showing, any edge is not showing any direction. So we call it as undirected graph. Okay. Now if an edge in an undirected graph, if an edge exists between two vertices. Okay. So we can say A is a vertex, B is a vertex. An edge even exists between A and B. Now we can say edge is traversed from A to B and also B to A. This is called undirected graph. Here edge E2 traverses from B to C, C to B, and edge E3 traverses from A to C and C to A. This is called undirected graph. Next, directed graph. Directed graph means the edge represents specific path. That means the edge represents a direction from one vertex to another vertex. Okay, now this is an example of directed graph. Okay, so here what it is showing, it is showing a direction from A to B and a direction, and it's showing direction from B to C, it's showing direction from D to C, and showing direction from A to C. It is also showing direction from C to B. This is called a directed graph. So a directed graph means that it shows a direction in specific path. Okay, this is called directed graph. So what here we will say, now it is showing, now these are the two vertex A and B, and there is a direction of edge from A to B. So A is called initial node, B is called terminal node. Suppose this edge, okay, think the edge too. Now there is an edge between B and D. So B is called edge, there is connection from B to C. So B is called initial node, D is called terminal node. This is called directed graph. So here the graphs can be represented in two ways, either undirected or directed graph. Okay. Next we will see important terminology of graphs. Okay. So the first term is adjacent. Okay. Adjacent means the two nodes or two vertices are adjacent. How we will say adjacency? Here the two nodes are connected to each other. Okay, now or there is an edge between the two nodes. So this is a graph. In this graph we have four vertices A, B, C, D. Now there is an edge between A to B, B to C and A to D. Now what are the adjacent nodes? The adjacent node of adjacent nodes for A is B and D. B is adjacent to A and D is adjacent to A, and C is adjacent to B, D is adjacent to A. This is called adjacency. Okay, if the two nodes or vertices are connected to each other, then we say them as adjacent. B and D are adjacent to A. Okay. Now next, degree of vertex. Degree of vertex means number of vertices adjacent to a vertex in a graph. Okay, number of edges adjacent. Now if we know adjacent, this is a graph G. Here we have four vertices. Okay. Now number of what is the degree of A? Degree means number of vertices adjacent to some vertex V. If we take A, what is the degree of A? How many edges are adjacent to A? Two edges, B and C. How we will, so the degree of A is 2. How we will represent degree of A is 2. Now how many nodes are, how many vertices are adjacent? What is the degree of B? The degree of B is 1. How many nodes adjacent, vertices adjacent to B? 1, 2, 3. So the degree of B is 3. What is the degree of C? 1, 2, 3. A, B, D are adjacent to C. So the degree of C is degree of C is also 3. This is called adjacency of a vertex. Now what out degree of vertex? Out degree of vertex means number of edges which are going out from a vertex. Okay, this specifically we can understand in directed graph. So number of edges which are going out from a vertex V. See this example. This is a graph G. Number of edges going out. Now if we take A, how many edges are going out for this graph A? Only one edge. B is incoming. Okay, but A to C is, the direction is from A to C. So A is initial. So this is out degree and B to A is in degree. Okay, so the number of edges which are going from a vertex. Suppose you see this A. How many, what is the out degree of this vertex? It has only two edges. One is only one is out. This is, so the out degree of A is 1. Now what is the out degree of B? Here the out degree, there are two edges are outgoing from B, B to A, B to D. So the out degree of B is 2. What is the out degree of D? No edges are going from D. So the out degree of D is 0. What is the out degree of C? Out degree of C is 1. Only one edge is going from C. Okay, this is out degree. Then what is in degree? Number of edges are incoming to the vertex. So suppose for the same graph, what is the in degree of A? In degree of A is 1. Only one edge is coming. What is the in degree of D? 2 edges. 2. Okay, this is called in degree. Then what is path? Path represent the sequence of edges between two vertices. Sequence of edges. Now what are the sequence of edges? If we take for the same graph A to D. Okay. Path means between sequence of edges between two vertices. What is the path between A and D? A, C, D. Okay. That means what is the path from A to D? If we say this is the path from A to D, there is no other path, only to traverse to D, from A to D. Now what is the path of A to B? No path from A to B. Okay, what is the path from C to D? C to D. You see this example. What is the path? This is undirected graph. What is the path from A to B? A, C, B, we can move A, B. This is called a path. What is the cycle? Number of vertices connected in a closed chain. That means the starting vertex and end vertex will be the same. Then it will become a cycle. If you take this example, we will traverse A, B, C, A. C, B, A, C. B, A, C, B. This is called a cycle. Okay. What is connected graph? Connected graph means in which there is always a path from from vertex to another vertex. If we take this as a graph. Okay. Now in this graph we have 4 nodes. Now each node is connected in a graph. Then it is called a connected graph. If we take example like this, A, B, C and D. Now this is also connected graph. Okay, always there is a path from one vertex to another. If we see path from C to D, there is a path. A to B, there is a path. A to C, there is a path. A to D, there is a path. This is called connected graph. Okay. Now the next term is directed acyclic graph. Okay. So in a directed graph, if it doesn't contains any cycle, then it is called directed acyclic graph. You see this example. This is a graph which does not have any cycle, like this direction, and we cannot move. And also like this. Again, no cycle is forming. This is called directed acyclic graph. Then what is a weighted graph? If we give weight for an edge for an edge in a graph, then that type of graph is called a weighted graph. If we call this weight as either cost, and also we can call it as length. Cost, length or weight we can say. Now this is a graph where each edge E1, E2, E3 has weight 4, 2 and 3. This is called weighted graph. What is unweighted graph? Unweighted graph means a graph which doesn't have any weight on its edge is called unweighted graph. Okay. And the next important term is spanning tree. What is a spanning tree? Spanning tree is a subgraph. Okay. For a given graph, we have to draw a subgraph. Okay. Suppose if we think this graph G, okay, given graph G, for this graph we have to draw a subgraph. Okay. So how that subgraph? It should be undirected and connected graph. For an undirected graph, if we draw if we draw a subgraph, then it is called spanning tree. So how that subgraph should be? It should be undirected and connected, which includes all the vertices of the graph and minimum number of possible edges and no cycle. Then it is called a minimal spanning tree. What is a minimal spanning tree? Minimal spanning tree is a subgraph of an undirected and connected graph where the spanning tree must include all the vertices of graph G, and it should have a minimum possible edges, not all edges. The spanning tree should contain all the vertices, but it may not contain all the edges. But again the spanning tree should also be a connected, but it should not be, there should be no cycle in the graph G. New graph G dash. Okay, this is called minimal spanning tree. What is a minimal spanning tree? A spanning tree where in which a subgraph of spanning tree is a subgraph of undirected and connected graph where it includes all the vertices of graph G and minimum number of edges and no cycle. Then we call it as spanning tree. Now for this G is a graph which is connected and undirected. Okay. Now we have to find the minimal spanning tree of this graph G. Then what we have to do? Take all the vertices of, suppose now I was drawing minimal spanning tree. How it should be? Which includes all the vertices and minimal number of edges with no cycles. So I was taking all edges, vertices A, I was taking all the vertices of graph G. I am finding a graph G dash which is a minimal spanning tree. Okay, now graph G, it is an undirected and connected. Now I was finding a minimal spanning tree of this graph G. So minimal spanning tree G dash, considering all the vertices of G and possible number of edges. Now there is an edge between A and D, A to B, B to C. Okay, and no cycle. Okay, so this is called a minimal spanning tree. So I can also draw a minimal spanning tree for this graph G like this. Okay, like this. This is called a minimal spanning tree. For a minimal span, if an undirected graph is weighted graph, we will use this minimal spanning tree to find the shortest path from one vertex to another vertex. Find the shortest path from A to C. So what we'll do? We'll take all the vertices of graph G and we will find the minimal graph with low cost. That means least path. Okay, so if I travel like this, 5 A to C, 5 A to B, B to C. What is the value cost? 5 plus 4, 9. If I travel like this, A to D, 7. So which is the shortest path? This is the shortest path. Suppose if I want to travel from A to D, I can travel directly like this or like this also. So if I travel like this, 5, 4, 6, 15. If I travel A to D, 1. Okay. So this is from finding the least cost path, we will use this spanning trees. Okay. These are the important terminology of graphs. Okay. In the next video, we will see about graph representations.